Make sure you guys hit the subscribe button if you guys are enjoying the content that we're throwing up. And make sure you guys hit the like button if you enjoy the video. And yeah, let's begin. What's going on, guys? This is Rob, and today we're continuing our quest to cover all of the Omega level mutants for this series, and in this video, we are talking about Exodus. Now, Exodus was created by Scott Lobdell and Joe Quesada, and made his first appearance in X Factor number 92 in 1993, so he's a relatively new character, at least compared to a lot of the characters that we cover, which have been around since the 1960s and even the 1970s or 80s. But as far as his origin goes, Exodus actually has a pretty interesting story. So Exodus dates back to the 12th century when he was a French crusader named Bennett du Paris. Now, along with a man named Eobard Garrington, who was basically the Black Knight at the time, sought out something called the Tower of Power in Jordan. Now, eventually, the Black Knight basically gave up on the quest, and Exodus continued the journey himself, traveling through severe sandstorms and eventually giving into the elements and collapsing. Now, he ends up hearing a voice that tells him that in order to gain strength, that he needs to be willing to risk everything. And this is when his mutant powers were first demonstrated, when Bennett simply disappeared. Now, later it was revealed that Bennett had actually been found by the villain Apocalypse and transformed into Exodus. Now, Apocalypse ends up commanding Exodus to kill the Black Knight and Circe, who'd been searching for him. Ultimately, of course, Exodus ended up refusing. But I should point out this is not the same Black Knight that Exodus had fought alongside, and in fact, this was actually the 20th century Black Knight, a guy by the name of Dane Whitman, who had traveled back in time. But regardless, after he refused the order from Apocalypse, Apocalypse banishes Exodus to a tomb in the Alps, where he remained for 6 months in a comatose state before being found by the Black Knight. However, Apocalypse had placed a spell on the tomb that did not allow Exodus to leave, so he essentially remained there until the 20th century, when he was eventually discovered by Magneto. Now, Magneto was able to free Exodus from his imprisonment and took him to a space station on Asteroid M, where Exodus became one of Magneto's acolytes and basically his second in command due to his zealous devotion to the cause of mutant supremacy. Now, in the following years, Exodus would make repeated appearances as an antagonist to the X-Men, and most recently appeared in Jonathan Hickman's House of X miniseries Commander Krakoa, along with several other villains, when Professor X declares that Krakoa is a place where all mutants are welcome. Now, once on Krakoa, Exodus is given a seat at the Quiet Council and is thus one of 14 people responsible for creating the laws of Krakoa itself. And so the question becomes, what are Exodus' powers? Well, this guy is an absolute demon. Most notably, he's a powerful telekinetic and telepath. He can produce energy blasts, teleport, and fly, as well as possessing superhuman strength and durability. But what makes Exodus Omega level is definitely his prowess and telekinesis and telepathy. He's able to use his telekinesis offensively to crush boulders and buildings and damage and even vaporize his opponent. He can also create telekinetic shields to protect him from damage, including a punch from Rock Slide and a blast from Cable's gun, which has been shown to be powerful enough to damage the Red Hulk. Exodus is able to create psionic barriers and even produce one that was large enough to cut off communication to the entire island of Genosha. He's able to move objects on an atomic level, as he did when he rebuilt Professor X's brain after Xavier had been shot in the head. He's also been able to take apart Sentinels and shield helicarriers telekinetically, turning the latter into a cerebro scanner. Now, in addition to his telekinesis, Exodus is one of the strongest telepaths in the Marvel universe. He's displayed an ability to telepathically overpower Jean Grey, Scarlet Witch, and Crystal of the Inhumans simultaneously, all at the same time. He was able to block a psychic probe from Jean Grey while his attention was focused on a battle with a powerful mutant named Holocaust. In terms of just how he ranks as a telepath, Psylocke has stated that he's a stronger telepath than she is, but he was ultimately defeated by Charles Xavier in a psychic battle, despite initially holding his own. Now, he's also shown impressive teleportation abilities, being able to teleport multiple individuals from Earth to a space station. Temporarily, Exodus was able to siphon the psionic energy from others near him and use it to restore him from a weakened state, although there really hasn't been any recent evidence to show that he's still able to do this. And so yeah, that's basically what we know about Bennett, right? This guy's an absolute demon when it comes to telepathy and telekinesis. This is a shorter video. Maybe we can do a character explanation on Exodus. I kind of feel like we should, because Exodus is an absolute monster when it comes to facing off against the X-Men. But with that being said, guys, we're gonna bring this video to an end. If you are new here to Comics Explained, make sure you guys hit the sub button to become part of the Rob Corps. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure you drop a like. And yeah, I will catch you all later. Peace. Okay, I want to give a shout out to Kyle B, David Joseph, Ben, John H, AJ, Matt N, Jeff R, John H, Lean and Mean, which is an awesome name, Jason C, Austin S, Austin H, Joey M, Steven Z, Austin B, Adam K, and Genosis 916. Remember guys, you can send me messages and I'll run off whatever your message is at the end of the video, so long as there's nothing crazy. But if you want to put a message in there, send me an email, rob@robertjefferson.com, and if you are one of these people who gets shout outs, then I will tack it in there. And yeah, thanks for watching guys.